Here.
Thank you. How's everybody doing? That's not good enough. Try again. How's everyone doing? All right, there will be audience participation, but we will not be drawing because I realized from this that my drawing skills and my art skills suck. Thank you. That quote is something I heard 27 years ago. So think back to 27 years ago for your life. And for those of you that weren't born yet, I'm sorry. I am that old. This is my first introduction to Buddhism. We'll cover that later. First, I'd like to do a little experiment. If you know someone or you yourself suffer from mental health, please stand up. If you have had a moment of joy in the past week, past month, past year, or done anything you enjoyed, stay standing. For those of us that are graduating, how many of you are scared of what comes next as an MTT graduate? Raise your hand. I was in the same boat as you 3 years ago. Feel free to sit back down and relax. The rest of this, hopefully, will be supportive of what you do next. I've been a meditation teacher for 3 years. It started when I got hit by an avalanche that was my life, that was my personal choices. Today, we're going to talk about how you ride an avalanche and how you become one. I got hit by an avalanche in 2022. That avalanche started in 1998 when I started planting negative seeds, viewing the world coming at me, and thinking of little else other than depression, anxiety, and everything that crippled me for 25 years. Fortunately, I have an amazing partner who was already through MTT here and had brought me to Dharma, brought me to meditation. Fun fact, my first meditation was over a decade before I became an MTT teacher. I lasted 3 minutes. She can verify that one. I think I lasted actually 30 seconds. In 2022, I had a mental breakdown. I collapsed. I couldn't even do work. I took 6 months off of life, not work, life. My firm gave me that time. I fixed my brain. I fixed who I was. I remembered what joy was. And I became a teacher. Now my life is an avalanche. I live every day as an opportunity to create joy, push it down, and help other people find joy themselves. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm a little bit goofy too, because I found myself and it's fun with it. I'm also a really bad student, as it turns out, because it took me over 9 years to get here. What I learned was I'm good once I get to the point that I really care. Until then, it's cute. But I found a bunch of teachers. I found Hector, I found Sachi, I found Santi, I found Rachel, I found Mike McSwain through Jackie, I found Supriya. I found tons of teachers along the way. I didn't know I was supposed to follow them. I just thought they were cool people. Oops. Then I went on my first retreat. Thank you, Hector. Thank you, Rachel. That pushed me to a new level in who I was as a teacher. And that was after I'd been teaching for over a year. So basically what you should get out of this is, I'm really bad at school and should never have been in it, but we'll have fun with it. All right, how do you go back? All right, so here's the part that I'm gonna give back to you guys. I've been teaching for 3 years. You guys are a little bit concerned about what comes next. Guess what? Everything you ever wanted comes next. Everything you want to do comes from you. I went back to work and immediately said, I'll teach. Great idea. 3 years later, I have 30 students. I've helped 3 people through mental health disorders, help them get themselves back to normal, helping myself as well. As you go back to your jobs, as you go back to your life, treat your Dharma talks to your students like Deadpool, breaking the fourth wall. You're talking to the audience directly, even if they don't even understand it yet. And by the way, if you work for a great company, don't quit. Find ways to make that company even greater. I've been doing it for 3 years, and I constantly find new ways. As a teacher, you're gonna hit roadblocks. You're gonna hit points where you're like, I don't feel like I'm good enough anymore. I don't feel like I'm doing the best. That's when you need to push yourself to be better. You need to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. You need to go do deep philosophical insights and gain things that you never did. Or for me, go on 2 silent retreats when I literally can never shut up. I also found other certifications, Ayurveda, pranayama, did retreats, did tons of other things. Learn things that help you expand your horizons and bring different skills to your students. They appreciate that. They will deeply appreciate it when you bring different insights than just, here's a meditation. And, like me, you can do another MTT because, well, hell, it's fun. What I found is in retreat and in all the things I've done since in growing, I'm sitting with Buddhas. I'm sitting with Hector, with Rachel, with all the people in here. Where did Christiane go? Oh, Christiane is a Buddha, and every time I meet her, I learn something new, and it pushes me to go higher. So find the Buddhas in your life, sit, sail, fly with them, do a parachute with them, do whatever comes naturally and supports you. Lastly, when you create the concept that you really want, when you figure out what you really want, the reason MJE was on there and it's been highlighted all the way through, what I've created and what I do at work, combine Deadpool, my inspiration in life, being a little irreverent and a lot more fun than I used to be, with joyful effort. So maximum joyful effort is how I teach. It's how I'm a teacher at work. My paycheck, the PwC one, great. My paycheck, my students, all those quotes. Those are from the last month of my students doing that. As you return to your job, as you return to your life, your family, your kids, think about what you're going to do with the avalanche that you've created. Because 8 weeks ago, you rolled pebbles down a hill. You've now created an avalanche. That avalanche is what you do as a teacher. You pick, you decide. Hopefully you have as much fun with it as I have. Thank you.